So today we're going to rebuild the Detroit Tigers, who seem to have this really big bad luck cloud above the organization. Erod left the team for a couple months last year. Javi Baez has completely forgotten how to play baseball. You've got prospects constantly getting injured or not developing. You've got current players getting injured or not developing. It just seems like anything that can go wrong is going wrong for this organization. So that's where I'm going to step in. We're going to win them a World Series. And it seems like not too long ago, the Detroit Tigers were just a crazy well-run organization. And man, since the days of like Verlander, Scherzer, and them, it just kind of seems like it's all kind of gone downhill. And when you look at this team, you know, Skubal injured, Matt Manning has had injury problems. You've got Casey Mize injured. And pitching, the young guys that you're really banking on kind of being part of this rotation have just been held back because of injuries and not really developing. And it's kind of just like an unfortunate thing to have. Obviously, you have like Eduardo Rodriguez, who left the team last year, coming back this year, has looked iffy. You know, he looks kind of good, kind of bad. You don't really know what to expect. You obviously have Jackson Jobe and Wilmer Flores, brother of Wilmer Flores, as like two of your higher rated prospects. Bullpen is whatever, you know, yeah. Catching, I still think is kind of a question mark as well. Like Eric Haas is there, but you know, it's Eric Haas. You got to get rid of this contract. Luckily, it's the last year of the deal, but he hasn't looked good for what? Let's see. Since 2018, like that's tough. Like, man, that's really tough. And again, you know, Detroit, you know, it's just not a really hitter-friendly park, so that's part of the issue. But Miguel Cabrera is just not the same Miguel Cabrera. So getting this contract off definitely will be huge for the team. Jonathan Scope is Jonathan Scope. You're really waiting for Jace Young to come up. Apparently, like, really good with the glove. Who knew that? Like, crazy. But if you look at like his analytics, it's just like he does the basics really well. He doesn't do anything extraordinary. It's one of those things where like he just doesn't make errors. So good for Jonathan Scope. At least you got that going for you. Spencer Torkelson might be one of those things where you just rushed him a little bit too soon. And again, playing in a very pitcher-friendly park, we'll see what happens with Torkelson. It might just be one of those things you got to give him a couple more years to get used to everything. And I think that kind of fits the whole projection of the farm system anyways. I feel like there's still a couple years with all these prospects. Javi Baez forgot how to play baseball. And then the outfield, I feel like it's just going to be kind of plug and play, see what works, see what doesn't. But I think Riley Green is that guy in center field for sure. So let's see what we can do with this team. Let's get to the draft. We have the third pick in the draft. Let's see who goes number one. Is this Diaz? I think it might be Diaz. Let's see. It is Luther Link. Why did I think Diaz? Is there even a Diaz? This is definitely the player that I wanted. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get him though. Like he's a good pitcher. He's going to be good. B potential most likely, but still going to be like MLB ready, going to have high potential. Definitely someone that I think was pretty good. So next up, this is Rodriguez, Chip Rodriguez. No, that's who I wanted. Oh man, this is who I wanted. No. Luther Link just looks really good. He just looks like he's gonna be MLB ready. That really just ruined everything for me. That's really who I wanted. I wanted the catcher just because like Dylan Dingler's cool and all, but at the same time, wasn't somebody that I wanted. So, man. Okay, really quickly, like Dean Anderson looks pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, he does look solid. Might end up taking him. And then everybody else is like kind of a reliever. I guess I could take McQueen. Good reaction, good speed, decent stealing, decent contact versus left. Switch hitter, first, right field, and third base, 6'2". Not really a lot of power though, which worries me because I kind of want a little bit of power in this team. Sterling doesn't look that great. Metoyer looks really good. Like this is actually kind of who I want over, where is his name? Dean Anderson. Okay, so let me see. Let's move him down. I'm torn between Metoyer and Anderson. They look really similar. I think I'm going to take Metoyer. He doesn't really strike out anybody. I'm going to take a shot. He's a little bit lower ranked. That's okay. I'm going to take Metoyer. The draft is over. We're going to take a look at our picks here. We got 87 potential for Derek Metoyer, which is actually pretty solid. Metoyer. We're going to go Metoyer. Either way, he looks solid. He looks really good. I like him. He's not going to strike out anybody, but he's got some decent attributes, decent overall, decent potential. I like it. Couldn't sign our third overall pick, but after scouting him a little bit more, potential was like under 80. And I felt like it's okay. We missed out on him. 86 potential for Simon Manouche. Not bad. More of a project, but not bad. 80 potential for Sam Olsen. 73 for Guillermo Diaz, but I'm okay with that. He looks like he's going to rake. Like it. 85 for George Torres. So we've got two center fielders. And then we have a third center fielder in Sasaki, which I just kind of took the three that looked the best. So let's go find Okay, Hinojosa was a player we could have picked. Dean Anderson, 90 potential, 67 overall. So what did we miss out on? 3 potential, and we are 1 overall higher. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's tough. That's definitely tough, but they look pretty similar. They're like very, 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 very similar. It's just they got higher potential with their pick. Luther Link was number 1 overall. Looks really solid. 74 overall, 88 potential. Very low control and very low break. Interesting. We'll see how that works out for him. And then where is the catcher? 64 overall, got an arm, good vision, decent hitting stats, 87 potential. I mean, that's a catcher that we wouldn't have to. We'd have a catcher for the entire rebuild if we had him instead. But that's all right. We got a decent pitcher. I'm pretty happy with it. Where are we? We're the Tigers. So I think he'll feature. I think he will. Might even get like one of our center fielders. This guy might have a chance to make the team as well. So we'll see what happens. All right, so 70-92, not terrible. Not terrible. Kind of where I expected us to be. Let's take a look. We weren't the worst. The Athletics only won 48 games. Good Lord. And okay, so we were towards the bottom, which understandable. Awards wise, let's take a look. DeGrom is your MVP, which also means a Cy Young. Machado wins it on the other side. Nola wins the Cy Young, which we already know DeGrom was going to win it. Nathaniel Lowe is the batting title winner, and Bryce Harper as well. Reliever of the year goes to Brad Boxberger and Duran of the Twins. And then rookie of the year goes to Masataka Yoshida and Brennan Davis of the Cubs. Really, they gave him 128 games. Don't see that happening in real life, but we'll see what happens. Let's talk about this team here. So I had Lorenzen as the long reliever throughout the season, and he wasn't terrible. He becomes a free agent. We'll see what we do. Like this, like long reliever, 5th man wouldn't be the worst, but like honestly, our starters were pretty good. Joey Wentz also came up, pitched 8 innings. Doesn't look bad, but at the same time, like I wonder who he would replace. Maybe Erod, but we have Erod locked up for a few years. Spencer Turner does become a free agent fairly soon, so like I guess Lorenzen really isn't needed when we have Wentz. Save the money, that might be the move. Okay, Jason Foley, all right. Ronnie Garcia, D potential. He's probably not gonna improve too much more. Okay. Yikes, that's not what you want to see. Vest. Who did Vest replace? He replaced Tyler Alexander. Not terrible. Anybody else get called up this year? Shreve did not. Okay, and Matthew Boyd got 21 innings. Wasn't good, so that's fine. All right. Looking at the rest, Will Vest didn't pitch. Cisnero looks decent. 32 holds. I don't think he'll improve too much more, but there's that. And then Alex Lang wasn't terrible. So realistically, I think we need bullpen help. That's definitely an area we need to pick up the team. And we kind of already saw the numbers for our starters who, to be honest, not terrible. Like I'm actually pretty happy with the numbers that they put up. I think offensively we really struggled. And I feel like that's kind of where we're gonna struggle. So McKinstry, yeah. Where is Miggy still in the team? Where is he? Is he still on the team? No, he's not. Oh yeah, he is. He is 61 overall. Honestly, wasn't that bad. Surprisingly, wasn't that bad. Nick Matton, who I believe is off to a decent start this year in real life, was okay. Wasn't great. Matt Vierling was really solid off the bench. He's only really good versus lefties. I'll probably keep him, to be honest. Like arbitration for the next 3 years. Why not? Especially with those lefty numbers, I think that's a pretty solid bat to have. Who got sent down besides McKinstry? Nevin? Nevin wasn't terrible. Okay. Power numbers were a little low, but I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with this team moving forward. It's gonna be tough. Badu was okay. Not terrible. Not great. Austin Meadows was pretty solid. I'll take that for sure. Scope. All right, good. He's a free agent. He's not coming back. Eric Haas. Ooh, okay. All right. Pretty decent numbers. I mean, really only versus lefties you're really looking to have them, though. So we'll see. Kerry Carpenter struggled for sure. Riley Green, not a bad season. 41 doubles is really solid. Really solid. Love to see that. Torkelson, we'll get there. We'll get there with him. Baez was pretty bad. He's regressing. Love to see it. And then back to the top of the lineup. So honestly, I'd be okay maybe moving Baez and finding a shortstop for the future as the Angels defeat the Padres in the World Series. So let's get to the offseason. Exclusive negotiations. Not too sure what we're going to do here. Let's take a look. All right, so Lorenz and I said no. Scope, no. Boyd, no. Probably him, neither. But he's also one of the better, cheaper options in the bullpen. So we'll give him a second chance. Cisnero, I'm afraid he's going to regress. 34. Are we going to be good next year? Probably not. So let's give him a little bit of money. Let's see if he'll take it. No, no, and no. Okay, so now let's figure out what we want to do with this team here. So wait, do we still have Scope? Was Scope there and I just missed him? Good. Okay, I didn't want Scope anyways. What do we do with Baez? What do we do with Baez? Do I give him one more year? Or do I just say screw it and trade him? It might be one of those where I say screw it and trade him. And just try to find somebody else that can play shortstop for us moving forward. Like, we do have Peyton Graham, who looks okay, but I still think he needs like a little bit more hitting attributes. I don't think Jace Young plays shortstop either. I really don't. I mean, I'll double check. Pacheco, I don't think is a shortstop either. Could be though. Could be. I mean, you could kind of move players all over the place, but I feel okay with what we have. I'd like to improve the bullpen and offense. I mean, there's a lot to do. But I looked at this team and I kind of realized we're still like a couple years from letting our prospects into the squad, especially Jace Young. Probably going to bump him up to AAA. Isaac Pacheco, also probably going to bump him up to AAA soon. And then Peyton Graham, who's probably the closest to being MLB ready. Peyton Graham seems like he's actually a shortstop. Pacheco looks like he's a third baseman. He's played a couple games at shortstop, but you can tell there's a little bit of a difference in his ability with the glove at third compared to short. And then Jace Young is definitely a second baseman. So we basically got our middle infield and like third base spot sorted, and then first base with Torkelson. So like infield looks sorted for the future. Question marks. Still, I don't know who to go with in left field. Center field is definitely Riley Green, so we're not even gonna like question that. And then right field could be Austin Meadows, could be somebody else. It really just depends on how things go. It depends on if I can get a big name free agent. And then catcher, yeah, I really wish we got that catcher. I'm gonna leave it there. So with the team, pitching, I kind of left the same. I thought they looked pretty good last year. Let's see how they do again. Again, I'm not looking to compete this year. Kind of looking to coast, see how players do, and move on. Bullpen, I brought in Alex Reyes from a Rule 5 pick. I thought, let's see how he does. And then outside of that, it's pretty much the same. Freddie Pacheco gets called up. And then I brought in Chad Green to see how he would do, just in case somebody else did really badly. Then we'd at least have another bullpen arm. Adam Frazier was brought in as a stopgap second baseman. Gio Urshela was brought in as a third baseman to just hold it down until our prospects are ready. And then IKF was there to help us out with some innings as well. Other than that, it's the same team. I didn't really want to change too much. Oh, El Gary's here too. That's really about it. So we'll see how things go. I was able to sneak in a couple free agent signings. Let me see if I can find them. Like really low rated with B potential. Let me see if I can find another one. It was like, oh, C potential for him, but like B potential for him. Got a couple others that like kind of snuck in with like C potential, low 60s. Probably not going to matter, but I figured I'd point them out anyways. Other than that, we're still a bad team. That's really the end all be all. We're still not a good team, so let's get to the end of season 2, see how things go. All right, the Yankees just offered me this trade, and this is too good to pass up. I'm going to take Johnny Lasagna for Erod, who is regressing and also terrible this year. So yes, I'm taking that trade. I'm going to have to move some things around. We're really bad. Like I said, we're going to be bad this year. And where's Johnny Lasagna? He's not starting. We'll get him over here. We'll throw in Wentz and do. Ooh, nobody has. Oh boy. All right. Anybody bad? Reyes. Reyes is our worst reliever. Okay. Anybody regressing? No. I can't send down Reyes. I don't think. I think because he's a Rule 5 pick. I can't send him down. Man, that's tough. Do I trade him? Is he that bad? He's not great. I might have to make an early trade then. Okay, so I need a starter? Oh boy. I could use one. Let's see if I can get some sort of starter for Reyes. How does Brendan McKay have B potential? What happened? It's not going to be a good starter. If I can get somebody that can like hold it down for a season, like James Caprillion. Ooh, can I get better? It looks like I could kind of get better. Now I'm starting to think. Let me see who I can get. All right, I'm gonna pick up Ryan Nelson of the Diamondbacks. He can hold it down. I know we've got a couple others, but like I'm probably gonna trade Turnbull at the deadline. And so like Job's right around the corner. Wilmer Flores is getting close to being MLB ready too. Let's pick up Ryan Nelson. He's probably gonna take the Turnbull spot once we get closer towards deadline. But it's gonna look like, ooh, hold on. Let's go back to what we had. We'll go like that. Wentz will go there. Loaiziga will go there, and we'll leave it for now. And then once we get to the deadline, I'll start making some more trades. I'm getting close to the draft, but that trade was just too good to take. It was just way too good. Henry Pena, injured, which is a little worrisome, but he was who I was going to take a shot on. But he was ranked first, so realistically, I wasn't going to get him. I was kind of hoping he would have fallen. Next couple picks, it'll be interesting because we have the 6th pick, so like I'm still trying to figure out who I want to go with. Who is this? Jimmy Malone, another one of those guys that was fingers crossed he could have snuck down to the 6th pick. But again, hopeful thinking, hopeful wishing. You know what I'm trying to say. I wanted him to fall, and obviously it's not going to work. And I think this is a reliever. I could be wrong though. He's a starter. Okay, Jim Gonzalez, was he one that I wanted? No, he wasn't. Okay, so that's good. So Jimmy Malone looks decent. Like he actually looks like he's going to be very good. Kind of upset that we couldn't get him. And then Pena also looks really good. But again, the injured thing could play a part. Napoleon Manning. Yeah, he was on my watch list. Craig Palmer was not. It's our pick right now. But yeah, this was somebody that was on my like I kind of want list. Unfortunately, couldn't get him. So the ones that I have on my watch list right now are Frank Dobbs, 21 years old. I think he kind of fits what we're looking for. Just a MLB ready pitcher. At the same time, though, I don't think a pitcher is like our biggest need because we've got so many decent pitchers and we can also trade for him. Lewis, I'd be tempted to reach on him. That contact versus left looks good. The vision looks okay. No power, but he looks like he's a decent fielding third baseman. Not necessarily a position we need, but I'd be intrigued. Hernandez also looks very good. I'm kind of tempted by him if we ended up needing a pitcher. Or I could get that catcher that we didn't get last year. The vision, the discipline, and the contact look really, really badly, but he looks really good behind the plate, and he's got power. I am very tempted in Robert Diaz. We also got him for a later pick. I scouted him briefly. He looks good. I don't know if he'll make it to the 2nd round, though. And then this guy's not ranked. We have him at 28. If we can get him, that'd be cool. Realistically, I'm looking at Lewis, Hernandez, or Diaz, and I wanted a catcher last year. I didn't get one, so we took a pitcher, and I think he's going to be very good, but I want a catcher. I want to take a position player for once. I'm going to take Robert Diaz. A little bit of a reach, but I'm going to take the chance. I'm at the deadline. I can make a big trade. I think some of you are going to be upset with me because it involves Jackson Jobe, who's having a fantastic season in Double-A. I think he's going to be a solid pitcher. I think he'd be really good in a rebuild, but I think you guys are going to like the player that I can get in return. So the trade was Jackson Jobe or Joby, whichever it is. We're also getting rid of left fielder Kerry Carpenter. Between the two of Carpenter and Badu, they're basically hitting the exact same. Basically the exact same. The only difference here is Badu's on base percentage is a little bit higher. That's really the only difference. And so I got to get rid of them. I can't keep both of them. I'm going to get rid of the older one. And then the last piece is it was Turnbull. And you're looking at this and going, who are you going to get that it's so worth trading one of our top prospects? Well, let me tell you, he plays for the Padres. He's about to get unsuspended. And that's Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah. So Tatis is going to be wearing a Detroit Tigers uni, and that's the trade. So that's probably going to be the only trade I make at the deadline. Wentz is going to move over here. We're probably just going to leave it like this. I'm going to call up Brisk, whichever it is. We'll send Wilmer Flores up to AAA. We'll put him at AA, and that'll be it. Again, I know you guys are probably really upset with the fact that I just traded away one of the top pitching prospects in the organization. But you know what? I think for Fernando Tatis Jr., I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. So there's that. Doesn't look like Fernando Tatis Jr. at all. I need to get a better player model /one from the vault. But yeah, that solves our left field problem for the foreseeable future. I need to trade Adam Frazier at the deadline. I need to trade Urshela, and I need to trade Baez. I don't know what I'm going to do because basically everybody is close to being MLB ready. So Young is doing okay at second base. I might just sign another stopgap, or I could bring back Frazier. Ooh, he's regressing. Okay. Pacheco's not even MLB ready yet either. He's close. I'm probably going to just call up Peyton Graham. A potential now, 75 overall. He's having a great year in AAA. Like, he's probably getting called up. So I got to make some more trades. I just don't know what to get. I'm going to get George Soriano of the Marlins. I don't think he has a potential in real life. I think he could be a decent bullpen arm for the Marlins, but that's what I'm going to pick up for Cisnero and Urshela. I think that's a pretty good bullpen arm pickup for us. And then now I'm just going to trade Frazier for really whatever I can get. I'm not too sure what I'm going to be able to get, but it's going to be something. I'm going to get Cubs prospect Kevin Alcantara. He's got a potential. He's up to 69 overall. AAA is having an okay year. It just gives us a prospect that we can flip in the future, or if he's good enough, he can join the squad. So for Adam Frazier and 2 deep potential center fielders, I feel like that's a pretty good pickup. And then I'm going to get Brock Burke of the Rangers. Is he lefty? He is lefty. I need a lefty in the bullpen. I don't have one. I'm going the Cubs route, all righties. But now we got Brock Burke. He's a lefty for Baez, Whistler, and Shelby Kolb. I think that's it for the deadline. Really quickly after the deadline, this is what the team looks like. We've got Tatis, we've got Peyton Graham, and then we've also got like Pacheco and them in the farm system still. I signed Mike Talkman from free agency and Garrett Hampson to fill out the roster. That's it. Pitching wise, this is what we currently look like as well. We've got the Burke and Soriano as the new additions in the bullpen. Everything else looks okay. And I guess let's take a look at draft picks now. All right, this is what we got. Diaz, 86 potential. Carmona, 79 potential, and he's 74 overall. Ooh, okay. So he's not going to have like that high of a ceiling, but close to MLB ready. He'll improve a little bit more. Solid pickup. Ferreira, 84 potential. Got him in like this. Ooh, was he a second round pick or was he a compensation pick / like competitive balance pick? Either way, 84 potential for him. 82 for Sandoval, which is awesome. 80 for Dominguez. And then our last 2 aren't that great. That's okay. They were guesses. I didn't really know what to expect from them. 78 and 84, slight improvement. Can't complain about that. Awards wise, let's see what we got. Taylor Ward MVP. Okay, a Taylor Ward MVP. Juan Soto also winning MVP. Ohtani's with the Giants. I missed that. Clayton Kershaw and Framber are your Cy Young winners. Taylor Ward and Acuna as the batting title winners. Jordan Romano and Evan Phillips, relievers of the year with 52 saves. That's pretty impressive. Marco Luciano with the Pirates now is the rookie of the year, huh? Okay. And then Alberto De Los Santos in left field for the Guardians wins. It had a pretty decent season. Yeah, that's not a bad season at all. Let's take a look at and see how we did. So it looks like Bo got sent down and didn't deserve it. He actually had a fairly good season. Came up at the deadline, did well. Like to see it. Wilmer Flores is developing a little bit. And let's see, Will Vest didn't pitch at all. We've got a really good year from Jason Foley. I only signed him to a 1-year deal because he had arbitration, but I'm down to keep him. He's been crazy good. Let's see. Brock Burke. Yes, give me more of that. Pacheco. Ooh, is this Soriano? Okay, like not the best, but I'm happy with that. Loaiziga looks good, or Loaiziga. And then Alvarado didn't pitch at all. So somebody else, probably an offensive player got sent down. Alex Lang, once again, really good. I'm actually pretty excited about the bullpen we got going on here. Skubal improved slightly, which is good to see. Joey Wentz really struggled this year. Matt Manning was good, which is awesome. Love it. Mize was good. Love it. And then Ryan Nelson, pretty solid season as well. So realistically, we're probably looking something like this. And then Flores would come up. Like, I know you're probably thinking, oh, you could have Jackson Jobe. He'd be ready. And where is he? Did he get called up? Am I blind? Did they trade him? Hold on. There he is. He's in single A. He's up to a 75. Realistically, yeah, he's pretty close to MLB ready. But we got Tatis, so I can't complain. At all. Jace Young is still at a 72. Didn't really develop as quickly as I would have liked. He's close, just not there yet. And then we've also got Alcantara, who's up to a 71. And the other one that I was looking at, like Diaz is up to a 71. Look at those hitting stats. They called him up. Pacheco, I don't think he's ready yet. And they keep calling him up, which is a little unfortunate. So Rogers didn't really hit. Vierling I'm going to keep because he hits lefties well. Gary Sanchez sucks. And they called up Perez, who they sent down Talkman, who, yeah, wasn't good. I just signed him for half a season to fill out the rest of the roster. We've got Matten, who was really good versus lefties. Like, that's really the only time I played him. And he's solid. I'm not going to knock him for his season at all. That was good. And then McKinstry, again, just kind of filling out the roster. Like I said, we weren't expected to be good. So, like, I'm not too worried about it. Somehow IKF had a crazy good year. What? Badu picked it up come second half of the season. Austin Meadows, I need you to do better. I think this is his free agent year. I definitely need him to do a little bit better. Tatis, not ideal, but we'll get good numbers. I have faith. Riley Green was very good once again. Eric Haas, not as good, but you know what? Versus lefties, he's going to be a killer. Torkelson is improving, which is awesome to see. And then Peyton Graham, first experience in the majors, pretty solid. So I'm excited to see what he can do given a full season next year. So postseason, let's see who wins the World Series. And let's get into season 3. I feel like we're starting to get to the point where we've got a pretty good idea of what this team's going to look like. So Dodgers and Blue Jays. Dodgers won the World Series. Let's sort this out. So I picked up Hampson. He was bad. I'm going to decline this option. He wanted way too much money, and the only way I could get him to sign was if I offered him a 2-year deal. Gary can go. Meadows shouldn't want too much money. Let's do a little 2-year club option just in case he just really doesn't develop. You know what? I'll go 3. 3 years, 4.3 mil. IKF was good. And to be honest, he might be a good little bench bat for us because, yeah, it sounds, I can't believe I'm going to say this. We're going to sign IKF back up to a little bench role, little platoon situation. And then Johnny Lasagna can also come back. I'm going to give him a 1-year deal though. We'll do 2-year club option. We'll bump it up to 6.5 mil for each year. We should still have decent amount of money. Basically traded the Baez contract for Tatis. So let me see this. 6 million, 130. So we'll probably be, yeah, we're going to have a good amount of money. So, Pacheco, I don't think he's like this close. So close. Same thing with Young. So what do I do? So Tatis and left. These two are kind of fighting it out for that last outfield spot because Riley Green's got center locked up. And realistically, these two aren't center fielders anyways. Catcher's pretty sorted. First base is sorted. Shortstop's with Graham. So right now it's second base, which is going to be Young, so I can get a stopgap, or we can rock with IKF there, which, you know, whatever. Or do I just go big? Because, like, realistically, we don't... we have Alcantara, Parker Meadows, too, but, like, we don't necessarily have, like, a crazy outfield prospect. So do I go, like, Juan Soto? You know, like, if we're going to win, we might as well spend the money, huh? It's a possibility. Or I just kind of rock with Badu and Meadows. But, like, having Soto there really speeds up the process. All right, season 3, I feel better about the team. And you can see we're ranked 10th, so something pretty big happened. Pitching-wise, we're still the same. Like I said, we're looking good. I brought in AJ Minter. Loizaga went to the Red Sox, I believe. Whatever. I got Minter for 2 years, 11 mil. He'll be our setup or our closer. 8 blown saves, 7 blown saves. I guess we could go with Minter and have Lang be the setup. We'll see how it goes. We might have to flip them. This is where things get a little crazy. And I went Soto and Tatis. Yeah. You know what? We got to go big. I wasn't sold on what Austin Meadows was putting up. I mean, you have one good year and then you just completely fall off. I even took Meadows out of the lineup versus lefties towards the end of the year because I just wanted him to face righties. Didn't really do it. And yeah, it's only like 30 at bats less, but man, that's a huge drop off. We're paying him 4.3 mil over the next few years. So like, it's not like I'm wasting him on the bench because I'm not really paying him like starter money. And you know what? If Badu does bad, then Meadows just slots right into the lineup anyways. Like, I'm okay being a little bit of a platoon team. IKF is here until Young is ready. And then Muncy was brought in on a 1-year deal after having 2 pretty decent years for 11 or 10 mil. It wasn't even 11 mil. It was 10 mil. He's holding it down till Pacheco's ready. So essentially Young, Pacheco at second and third. And then the rest of the team kind of speaks for itself. Like, Graham was good last year. Torkelson, pretty solid improvement. By pretty solid improvement, I mean like the slightest bit. We've got Haas, who's been solid for us. We've got, where is he? Robert Diaz right around the corner. So we'll see how he does. He's probably just going to strike out a bunch, but hit like 30 home runs. That's kind of what I'm expecting from him. I like the looks of this guy. It's just the hitting stats are still a little bit off. He's going to help us out once he's ready. We've got Diaz, who also looks okay, who could help us in the platoon spot. Carmona, Alcantara, Pacheco, Young. Like, again, I think we're slowly progressing with this team. I like the squad a lot. I have a good feeling about it. Yeah, I do. Let's get through it. All right, we're going to get Jackson Jobe back for Muncy and Ryan Nelson. You're probably thinking that's stupid. Yeah, it definitely is. But you know what? He's going to start now. Yeah, he was chilling in the farm system, and he's gonna get a shot. So let's add him to the 40-man. We'll call him up to the majors. And you're probably thinking, why would you do that? It's so unrealistic. Yeah, it is. And that's the whole point of my rebuilds. I want to win as quickly as possible. And Jackson Jobe's back on the team, and I know you're all ecstatic. Anyways, so now Pacheco's going to get called up. Actually, hold on. Pacheco, what's Young up to? Oh, yeah, Young. Yeah, 100% Young. So Young's getting called up, and I think that's 26, right? One thing that I've noticed is that Austin Meadows doesn't have a single at-bat this year. Don't understand how he's progressing if he's not playing. Yeah, good system. Everybody else is getting like 100 at bats, but not Austin Meadows. You would think you would move some things around to get him in the lineup at like a pinch hit situation, but I guess not. Peyton Graham struggling a little bit. Max Muncy was hitting under 200. That's why I traded him. Other than that, I kind of like what the team's looking like. Parker Meadows is raking in AAA. So is Diaz. Carmona's doing okay. Alcantara's struggling a little bit. Pacheco's, again, like not doing the best, but he's really close to being MLB ready. It looks like he's going to be like kind of a righty. Actually, versus lefties, he's not bad either. Diaz, Robert Diaz is really struggling in AAA or AA. Yeah, he just doesn't hit the ball, but he's a good defensive catcher, so we'll see what we can do. Other than that, I'm liking what I'm seeing. The team pitching wise, Jobe's back. I know you're super happy about that. Bullpen wise, I think I'm gonna do this just because Lang sucks at being a setup guy. I want to see if he's really good back in the closer role. Otherwise, I like the team. I think we're doing really well. We won the division 99-63, taking on the winner of the wild card. We were actually really close with the Guardians. And yeah, as you can see, we actually tied. They're a postseason team as well. They're going to be the wild card spot. And we do have a league leader, Soto, with walks. Okay, so no Ward still. J-Ram ends up beating out Judge and Bichette for the MVP. Jazz Chisholm Jr. wins it on the other side. Okay. Flaherty is your Cy Young winner, along with Shane McClanahan. Nathaniel Lowe, don't call him Nate, is the batting title winner with a pretty good season. He's been pretty good this entire rebuild. Vinny Pasquantino, who's with the Cardinals now, wins batting title. Helsley and Munoz are the relievers of the year. And then Robert Perez Jr. is the rookie of the year with the Athletics, and also Joendry Vargas, who looks pretty decent. Okay, let's take a look at our team. How did we do now that we're a postseason team? So Bo's nasty in this long relief role. Get him back up into the team. Where is he? He's insane. Why are we taking him out? He deserves his shot. Elvis Alvarado, I don't think was up either. Was he? No. So someone got sent down offensively really quickly. It was Austin Meadows, probably because you gave him 5 at bats all year. What do you expect? Like, come on, give him more at bats. He should have had way more at bats. I do like the looks of Elvis Alvarado, so we'll see what we can do with him moving forward. But Bo, take a bow. That's a crazy season. Jason Foley is still doing really well. Not as good, but he also pitched less. So like, if he does allow a couple runs, it's gonna hurt him. Ooh, he did allow 6 more runs than normal. 2 more home runs, walked more. So we'll see what we can do with him. Brock Burke was very good. Freddie Pacheco was strong as well. Soriano, not bad. Minter was fantastic no matter where we put him. And then Alex Lang regressing. 1 more year of arbitration. We'll see what we do with him. I'm not too sure. Scooball was fantastic compared to the previous 2 years. We've got Casey Mize, who was also very good. Scooball's contract I extended for the rest of the rebuild. Mize, I did not. We have 1 more year of arbitration with him, so I probably will extend it. Matt Manning continues to do well. Wentz struggles, and then we've got Jackson Jobe, who was okay. Realistically, we might have Flores future, or the guy we drafted, Derek Metoyer, who is tearing up AAA, by the way. Every time I check his stats, crazy numbers. So Austin Meadows didn't play at all, but somehow improved. Makes sense. Pacheco got called up, struggled. Rogers was our backup catcher. Vierling continues to mash lefties. It's insane. Abel got called up, and then who did they send down then? No, not Yairo. So they sent down Trejo. They sent down Nick Matten, who, okay, we got to fix this. Because, like, Nick Matten mashes. Like, he's so good off the bench. It's crazy. Anyways, looking at our starters, IKF definitely not coming back next year. Just not. Probably going to move him out of the leadoff role. Honestly, could I shift some things around? I could move Tatis back to the infield if I really wanted to. And that way it gets Meadows into the team for the postseason, which might be the move. But we'll leave it. Badu was really good, like really good. That's kind of what I've been looking for. Delivered. Soto, crazy numbers, by the way. Tatis also did very well. Love to see that. 12 triples. That's good. Let's see what we got. Haas, still really good. I'll take those numbers from a catcher all day. Riley Green is still getting better. You know, like, yeah, the OPS dipped a little bit, but I'm still pretty happy with the numbers that he just put up. Next up, we've got Jace Young, who definitely did struggle, but I have faith. And then Torkelson. There we go. Improving. That's all I want to see. Improvements. And then Peyton Graham was struggling, started to pick up the numbers a little bit. And then next year, probably, where is he now that I just sent him back down? Pacheco. Yeah, Pacheco will get called up. He'll probably play third for us. Alcantara could possibly help us off the bench, but he'll probably get the Austin Meadows treatment, so I don't even know if it's really worth calling him up. Either way, let's get Soto there, and then versus lefties, let's go with, let's see here, maybe him? Let's see. Yeah, I think we go like that versus lefties. How does Young look versus lefties? No, we're going to go with the killer off the bench. So now we should be good for the postseason. Our first postseason appearance, we're going to be taking on the Rays. Not an easy matchup, but let's see how we do. We are still alive. Nothing against Jackson here, but we're going to go with Scuball. Keep us alive. We lose 5-6. That's okay. I still feel pretty good about what the team did. We made the postseason, won 99 games, which, whew. All right. So realistically, looking at the team, we probably could use a couple more pieces. IKF is not going to be one of those pieces, though. All right. Pitching. So now we have Scuball, Mize, Manning, Wentz, Jobe. So I guess I could turn to our other pitcher, Metoyer or Flores, or both. And then I think bullpen's pretty good. Maybe get rid of Lang, swap him out with someone better. And now it'll be Pacheco there. We don't really have a leadoff guy, but I don't really want to change the team. I think as long as we just develop, we're good. I mean, I think we're pretty solid. All right, fourth year. I've made a couple changes, nothing too crazy. Wilmer Flores is going to get his chance. If not, it'll go to Metoyer. So we'll see what happens there. Alvarado and Foley have been sent down. Unfortunate for them. I've got a couple players on waivers as well. But yeah, this is what we're going to look like pitching wise with the send down of who was it? Alvarado and Foley. We had Lang moving into the middle relief spot, and then Helsley was signed on a 1-year deal. Lineup wise, you can kind of see what we're rocking with here. And you're probably seeing Haas over here. I'm going to see how Robert Diaz does. We'll see. Realistically, I'll probably go back to Haas, but I just want to see what's going to happen because Haas has struggled a little bit the last couple of years. He's slowly started to... He basically just regressed. That's really about it. He's still putting up really good numbers, but I just want to see what Diaz can do. Maybe like for 2 months, and if things don't go well, we'll go back to Haas. Otherwise, it's the team. Like realistically, Soto and Tatis are like the only changes that I've done to this team. This is just a Tigers squad. We've got a couple players still in the farm system, which look pretty good. But yeah, this is just the squad. Maybe Torkelson in the 2 or. Yeah, I think actually, no, I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, this is just a Tiger squad. I actually kind of like it. Let's see what we can do. All right, this year, 93-69. Unfortunate. We are going to be taking on the Rangers, and we have a league leader, Scuball and Matt Manning. And then offensively, you've got Soto. Just taking over the league. Awards wise, you've got the Hank Aaron Award and a batting title. So no MVP. Tough. Okay. Jazz wins back to back. Okay. Walker Buehler and Dustin Mayer on the Cardinals. Oh man. McClanahan wins it on the AL side for the Cy Young. Batting title we saw was Soto's and Brendan Donovan's with the Marlins. Camilo Doval wins reliever of the year. So does Penn Murphy. Okay, I think that's like the first time I've ever seen him win it. Impressive. And then Kyle Manzardo of the Rays wins rookie of the year. Henry Vina, that player that we had an our eye on, was third place. And then Giancarlo Perez wins it for the Diamondbacks. So, all right. I know this is going to be a mess. I'm going to fix it. All right, pitching wise, Joey Wentz was a lot better in this long relief role, which is cool to see. Brock Burke still continues to kill it. Alvarado didn't pitch, but instead it was Pacheco. And he was okay. Struggled a little bit, but not terrible. And then I had Metoyer come up for a little bit. He got shelled quite a bit. And then Bo didn't pitch at all this year, which is unfortunate, but like he was regressing. So I felt okay not letting him pitch. Lang was a lot better in this like middle relief situation. So I feel like that's probably the best for him. Soriano was fantastic. Minter also very good. Foley's got 5 innings and 10 strikeouts, so I'm going to keep him up. And then Helsley was also extremely good. 8 blown saves, not ideal, but we'll work with it. Skubal killed it. Unbelievable season. Casey Mize, fantastic as well. Matt Manning in the 3 spot is killing it. I mean, like 3 solid, 1, 2, 3, like 3 solid starters is amazing. Yikes and yikes. So yeah, that's not what you want to see. But we'll work with it. We'll work with it. So here we are. Meadows once again didn't get that many at bats, but he had 2 home runs in 4 hits. Pretty good. Almost a 400 on base percentage while hitting 200 is pretty impressive. And Vierling cooled off a little bit this year. Jake Rogers was a backup catcher. Actually, he was not. Where is he? Yeah, he was bad. He got way too many at-bats. He was not good, unfortunately. And then when we took a look at our starters, Badu, 40 doubles. He cooled off a little bit. That's unfortunate. Actually, hold on. Let me compare him to Austin Meadows. I'll stick with Badu. Pacheco, an all right first season. 26 home runs. I'll take that, along with 24 doubles. Well, first year, pretty solid. Soto killed it. Insane numbers. You've got Tatis, who also had a really good season. Torkelson, there we go. That's what I've been looking for. Like I said, just give him a couple years. He'll figure it out. Riley Green is also starting to put it together. Haas came in, did the job. He's our catcher. Young struggled for sure, but you know what? I still have faith in him. And then Peyton Graham back on track. Love to see it. I might even move. Actually, I'm probably going to stick like that. Yeah, that's the squad. So we are facing the Rangers first, who I think have a pretty stacked team. Let's see here. Lowe, Seager, Brett Beatty. What? Parada, Lane Thomas. Okay. What about their pitching? Cease, Leiter, Cortez, DeGrom, Paddock, Crochet. Yeah, that's a pretty good pitching staff. Offensively, it looks pretty good too, but man, that pitching staff's gross. All right, Skubal versus Dylan Cease. This is going to be a tough matchup. We win. Awesome. Taking on the Rays. Let's see, what do the Rays look like? Where are they? All right, so Ahmed Rosario, Lowe, Rosarena, McCarthy. Wow, that's a team. Pitching wise, also very good. Oh boy, that's tough. All right, let's see how this goes. This is a tough matchup for sure. We win the second, which is good, and the third. We lose that one. Wilmer Flores gets us the win. We're taking on the Guardians. Ooh, okay. There we go. Let's see. Where are the Guardians? Here we are. Jimenez, Straw, Juan, all good hitters. J-Ram, yep. Leonard Ka, we wanted him. Swanson. Yeah, that's a good team. And we all know Bieber, McKenzie, Nolt. Wow. I don't know. This might be the end of it. They had Taj Bradley in the mix too. Good Lord. So the pitching staff's going to stay the same. Realistically, I don't feel good about this with the Guardians. Like, they're crazy stacked. But we're 1 game away. We make it to the World Series to take on the Cardinals, who I also believed are kind of gross. Edman, Pasquantino, Jimenez, and yeah. What are these teams, man? Like, I thought our team was good. Flaherty, Bueller, May, Reed Detmers. What is... Oh, boy. Casey Mize, and then we'll go Manning, Skubal, Flores, Jackson, Job. Oh boy, I don't feel good. Like, these are crazy matchups. All right, I don't feel good. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is a tough matchup. Tough matchup. We're up 3-2 though, and it was the back part of our rotation that did the job. We're away. I was kind of hoping we had like some, like something like this, like the dark blue to rock, but no, we don't. So we're just rock our normal roads. Tatis looks ridiculous in this. I need a better Tatis. I'm trying to think of what their lineup looks like. Let me take a peek. Switch hitter, lefty righty switch, righty lefty right. Honestly, it's whatever. We're gonna go Casey Mize, and we're gonna be facing Walker Buehler, which is gonna be a tough matchup. So let's do it. Let's see what happens. Can we start it off right? First and second, no outs, perfect. Bases loaded for Tatis. He has a fielder's choice. All right, at least we got one thanks to Riley Green. 1 run with the bases loaded, no outs though is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane we didn't score more. Unbelievable. First and second, some speed on second. Gets out of that, perfect. And wow, another 1-2-3 inning. Not great. Okay. We're going to need more runs. Like, their offense is pretty stacked, and Wilson Contreras goes deep. So it's a tie ball game. Man, first and second for Soto. This is the guy I want up. He pops it up. What is going on with the team? Come on. Double. Okay. Riley Green flies out, and Haas also flies out. And then Arenado goes deep, makes it a 2-1 game. Not what I'm looking for. A walk, a single. I probably should have taken him out last batter. Righty or lefty righty switch. I guess we go Lang. 1 run scores, caught stealing out of the inning. So 3-1. We might be going to game 7, to be honest. There's a single, okay. Pitching change, a strikeout, and a line out. Honestly, yeah, I think this is we're going to game 7. Get ready for it, unless we get something crazy here in the 9th, which is possible. A righty, he doesn't hit righties well, but I don't think Rogers does either. He doesn't. So instead, let's bring on Meadows, and then we'll bring in Rogers to do the damage. So Meadows, come in. I need you to do something here. He strikes out. Awesome. Love it. And that's the game. So we're going to game 7. Man. All right, Skubal on the mound. Game 7 versus Dustin May. We need to start it off right. We need to. First and second, once again, just how we started off last game. Double play. Just like last game, we couldn't take advantage of it either. That's so disappointing, man. We've got to score there. We have to. We're just okay. Tatis thankfully hits a home run, but like I was gonna say, we're not doing anything here. Luckily, Skubal's doing well. They do have more hits. Jace Young goes deep, makes it 2-0. Wilson Contreras goes deep, makes it 2-1. We need another fielder's choice, a pop-up. Riley Green walks. Eric Haas, I need you here. I really do. And he strikes out. A single, a line out, and a fly out is big. If we can get Dustin May out of the game, that'd be big. There it is. Perfect. Okay. A ground out. Jace Young, lefty. That's big. A fly out, a single. Soto, come on. Flies out. All right. Scoop ball and error. That's not good. Pop up. Line out, and with Eloy out, I'm gonna take him out. We're gonna go to a righty. Let's go Soriano. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. That was huge for us. And now we've got switch, righty switch. Okay, let's stick with him. Actually, who do I have as my setup? Foley or Minter? We'll stick with. Actually, let's go Foley. Let's go Foley. A pop up, a ground out. Perfect. All right, here we go. Espinosa comes in. We're up 3-1. A single to start it off, a fly out, and a strikeout. It comes down to Ryan Helsley against his former team to win us a World Series. That's one. Not good. A strikeout. Come on. Please stop. There it is. World Series. MVP goes to Juan Soto, even though Jace Young hit 2 home runs in that final game, and the postseason MVP was Juan Soto as well. Jace Young had a pretty good postseason along with Akil Baddoo. Juan Soto almost hit 400 in the postseason. In the World Series, he hit 462 with 4 home runs and 8 RBIs. Pitching wise, these two struggled a little bit, but Mize did well. Skubal did very well, and so did Manning. Wentz was fantastic. The bullpen, Soriano only had 4 innings, but that last inning he was really solid. Minter probably had 1 bad outing. Same thing with Foley. And then Helsley had 8 innings of no runs allowed. Offensively, Pacheco did struggle, but Soto looks good. Tatis struggled. Torkelson struggled. Green was good. No home runs, but 7 RBIs. I'll take that. Honestly, the pitching held it down. That's the reason we won, the pitching, because the offense went missing. But again, if you look at the team, we only had 2 changes. Tatis and Soto as the only players. Everybody else was part of the Tigers organization. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. The Tigers rebuild. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comment section, let me know what team is next. That's about it. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.